Hey, 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 Cancer. Welcome to Morning Air Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me. This is a general read for February Love 2018. If it doesn't resonate with you, please do check your moon and rising sign. This message will be for certain individuals. If it doesn't apply to you, please don't be offended. It just wasn't meant to be for you. But you'll find one that will, I'm sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and delve right into the reading. I've already reflected on your cards and kind of put them in positions as far as the energy coming into February 2018 for you, your past, present, future, which is kind of the end of February 2018, and then the energy that you're leaving February 2018 with as far as love is concerned, okay? So coming into February 2018, we're starting out with the Justice card. Okay, so this tells me that you're going to be you're thinking clear and logically about certain things. And you're going to make a decision that's very fair and good for all people. Or you're trying to be somebody who is making rational and fair decisions and not kind of jumping the gun. So in the past, we've got the Chariot in the upright. We've got the Two of Swords in the reverse. We've got the Six of Rods in the upright. So starting out with this Chariot, you showed up in your own reading. So it just tells me that something has moved very quickly, that perhaps, somebody was maintaining focus on the progression of the way that love would be for them or this relationship, and just kind of making very quick decisions about that. Because then you've got the Two of Swords, which tells me that it could have been based on kind of a bit of deception or somebody telling you something a little bit different than what they were really willing to offer, or perhaps just kind of an illusion of sorts. Could be dealing with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Could be dealing with another Cancer like yourself. But then we've got this Six of Rods. So you could also be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this is telling me that somebody kind of felt victorious. And I don't know if it was like them trying to win you over in a situation and wanting you to make a quick decision about them based on what they were telling you they'd bring to the table. And then they're like, I got it now. Okay, good. I wanted this relationship, but then things just kind of started to change from that point on. Or we could look at this in a scenario where, you were making a quick decision about dropping somebody who was deceitful and lying, and you came out victorious. It was kind of an instantaneous no-brainer to you that you needed to cut your loss with whoever this individual was. And then in our present situation, we've got the Devil in the upright, the Knight of Swords in the upright, and the Eight of Swords in the upright. So starting out with the Devil, you could be dealing with a Capricorn or another earth sign, Taurus or Virgo. And this is feeling very bonded. This is feeling not in a good way. This is feeling chained to a relationship. You could also be dealing with somebody who has an addiction of some sort. And I'm very sorry if you are experiencing that. It would make sense if that was the case, because you kind of may have been led to believe that this person didn't have an addiction or an issue, and it kind of just all went a little crazy, and that now you're living the reality of that being completely different, and they do truly have an issue. This could just be somebody kind of being very controlling in a relationship, demanding and commanding. And with the Knight of Swords, it's kind of like this, like Jekyll and Hyde type of personality. It's a very charming, but yet kind of manipulative energy to them, where they're willing to say what they need to say. And they know that because Cancers are very, very sweet and kind and kind of all around just nice people, that they're willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. And perhaps you were dealing with somebody who was kind of directly affecting that vulnerability in you to say like, I just know how to get him or her back. I mean, I'm just going to come at them kind of aggressive, make it seem like it's their fault, and kind of remind them, that they chose me or whatever that is. And then you've got the Eight of Swords. So somebody feels very stuck. Somebody is trapped in kind of their own heavy thoughts about the way this is, because you can see that, yes, she is she is tied, but if she took off those blindfolds, she could use the knife or the swords around her to cut herself free. But she's kind of in this state of illusion, perhaps by what somebody has told her. And I don't want to get specific. It could definitely apply to a male as well. So please don't be offended if I'm saying he or she. But, you know, this is somebody who is kind of a master of all trades. They're able to maneuver themselves in such a way to make somebody feel like they're wrong, or completely turn the tables if they begin to think outside of the box than what this person is portraying to them. And then it looks like in the future, we've got the Three of Rods in the upright, the Two of Pentacles in the upright, the Queen of Cups in the reversed. So this is telling me that somebody, could be you, is waiting for their ships to come in, is waiting for an opportunity. Perhaps you're waiting for the right time to really get yourself out of a situation. You could be dealing again with a fire sign, or perhaps you're pondering the thought of the right time to say something to this person, especially if they have this Knight of Swords energy about them, where they're very quick and they're very they don't mince words. They're going to tell you exactly what they mean, even if it hurts your feelings, because they have this type of larger than life persona about them to be victorious in sort of an egotistical way. Again, this isn't going to apply to everybody, so please take it as it. I'm just reading the cards as I feel them. And then we've got the Two of Pentacles. So perhaps you've got a new offer. Perhaps you were waiting for your ships to come in. Things ended with this person, and you've got this earth sign energy coming in, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And perhaps you're torn between the past and the future, and you're trying to decide, you know, what's going to speak for you, and, you know, are you going to get yourself in a situation where you're not tricked again, but in a sense that you're misled. And that's why I think you're coming in so strongly with this Justice card in the beginning of February, because you're like, I'm ready to make a decision that's good for me. It's going to be good for them. And I have to, you know, think clear and logically about this, and not emotionally. I have to make the right choice. And then you've got the Queen of Cups in reversed. So it could be, again, that, you know, you are breaking free from this love that you had. It could have been with a water sign like yourself, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. You're breaking free from this, or perhaps you're falling out of something with this individual and you're waiting for something new. And now you've got the opportunity with somebody fresh coming in to make this decision. Do I want to stay? Do I want to go? Do I want to work on it? Do I feel like this is for the best interest? And you're using that Justice card to think logically. But all of these things, because now we're leaving February 2018, the energy you're bringing in is really, really good. You've got the Eight of Rods. You're not rushing this time, whatever it is, whoever you're meeting. It could be that, you know, you're deciding to work on the relationship. And I don't see it so... I don't see it as so, if it's hurting you and it's a devastating relationship and you feel like there's just nothing but lies, deceit, if there is substance abuse issues or things like that, and you are trying to put your best foot forward and you are trying to give your all to it, then it's telling you that, you know, if the other party is going and willing to be doing that, it's not going to happen overnight, but it is going to happen. If this is talking about you perhaps meeting somebody new, this is giving you the time that you need to heal from that and then progress slowly. You're not rushing. You don't have this Chariot energy about you like you did in the past. You're using that Judgment where you're very cautious and you're feeling like, okay, this is more realistic. This more suits my needs. This is the type of style of person that I enjoy. And then you've got, this was the Two of Rods in the upright. Sorry, I don't know why I spazzed out. And then you've got the Four of Cups in the reverse here. These two fell out with this card. So again, could be a fire sign energy, could have a fire sign coming in for you as well. You've got the Two of Rods, so you're kind of deciding. Again, you're in this decision-making process with the Eight of Rods, but you're in no rush to do it. It's on your terms. And with this Four of Cups, this is so beautiful in the reversed, because it's talking about allowing yourself to have the new opportunities that you deserve and that you need. And if you decide that you are willing and wanting to go ahead and go forth with this this same partner and you're wanting to work on it, that's fantastic. I'm going to clarify, okay. I'm going to clarify the past and then the present and then the future. That one wanted to come out. Where is it? I don't know where it went. Okay. Guess it was a spoof. Sorry about that. So you've got the Nine of Rods in the reverse, clarifying your past. That Nine of Rods in reverse is telling me that somebody's kind of letting their guard down, so to speak, because in the upright position, it's like this one-man show. Like this guy is like ready to defend, and he's ready to, see this, I think it's the same one. Okay, you've got the Five of Swords in clarifying in the reverse for the present. The Nine of Rods is telling me that in the reverse that, you know, somebody did let their guard down. Yeah, this is trying to. Okay, so we've got the Five of Swords in the reverse clarifying the present. Again, we've got the Nine of Rods in the reverse clarifying the past. And we've got the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so the Five of Swords, no one in the present, no one feels victorious about this. You or them. No one feels like this is a good feeling overall, but it's something that needs to be done. And again, a lot of deception and kind of just not like false advertising. What you thought you were getting versus what you ended up getting was a little bit different. And then, again, we spoke about the Nine of Rods for the past, just talking about somebody had letting their guard down and not being defensive or not kind of expecting to walk into something that wasn't what they thought it was. And then the Eight of Pentacles dictating, you know, what the future influences. And this is saying that somebody's really working hard. And I think it's you. Or perhaps you're dealing with an earth sign now who is aware that you're at your wit's end with them and they're trying to work very hard to maintain the relationship. Or perhaps this is a new, because we did say that it could be an earth sign coming in, a new fresh beginning with this earth sign who is working diligently and working very hard because they're aware that you've been hurt in the past. And they're like, I got to learn everything about her or him so that way I don't make the same mistakes. And they're really trying to gain your trust. But you're not rushing. Again, you're using your intuition. You're using your the logical part of who you are. You're coming in with this strong justice and you're leaving with this, it'll happen when it happens, right? Like, it'll happen, you know, you'll make this decision on your time when you're ready and you are ready for the new opportunities that life and love have to bring for you. And I think that's just so beautiful. You know, I just see this major transformation that I think, you know, because I know that you guys are like the ride or die type. And I know that you are so willing to work and to put all your best efforts and energies into things. And perhaps if you were with somebody, you're still willing to do that, but perhaps it could just be a matter of this person continuously disappointing you, letting you down, lying to you, manipulating you, because perhaps they do have a substance abuse issue, or they're just kind of that way, that they're not used to not getting their way, and they need to be victorious, and you're just like an innocent bystander who's always getting the shit end of the stick because they need to be wanted and needed and loved and all of those things that Cancer provides to them, but it's not enough. And maybe you're at this point where you're just like, you know, I can't, you've got all of these great opportunities of new things coming in for you. And it seems to me that even though it's like a little bit melancholy, you're coming in with this justice again, where you're like ready to make that decision about what needs to be done. I don't think you're wallowing. You know, I think that this is just fantastic and beautiful, and I hope that everything goes well for you guys. This was your February 2018 reading, and I hope that this finds you well. It did resonate with you, and I wish you guys lots of love and happiness for this month, and I'll see you next month. Thanks.